Welcome back. It is 8:43. You're watching BT Vancouver. Thanks for joining us. Well, those first day jitters will likely be at a whole new level this week as students and teachers head back to school. Joining us now with some tips on how to make sure we're in the right state of mind is Dr. Shimi Kang. Hi, Shimi. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Mary.
So first off, what is your message to parents and teachers this week as they prepare to head back to school?
Right. I would say deep breaths. Stay informed and be adaptable. I really think those are the three keys. We need to stay calm. We need to remember we want to approach this week and this year with a calm mind, strategic mind. That's where we solve problems, not in anxiety. So some coping skills for yourself as parents, and stay informed. Things are rapidly changing. There's words like cohorts and hybrids. We need to know what those mean so we can prepare our children. And understanding the basics of the physical safety, the social distancing, the hand washing, and all the protocols as they change. And we have to be adaptable. This is a year where things are different. If your child, has a flu, they have to stay home. If there's a case in the school, it will shut down. So really approaching it with an adaptable, open mind that anything can happen, and I'm going to be prepared for that.
Great tips as always. I wanted to talk to you about mental health because there has been some recent reports that have surfaced lately. A new survey by Sun Life today, and last week a new report that was released by UNICEF that showed that Canadian children, the well-being of Canadian children, is pretty low on the world stage when you're comparing to other wealthy countries. So as we go into this new school year, should we not have such high expectations around the academics? Should we really just be focusing on mental health and physical well-being?
Yeah, so even before the pandemic, we were looking at social emotional learning and the value of this very specific teaching children emotional skills, emotional regulation, how to manage stress, how to cope with anxiety, and social skills. We know social skills really lead to mental health benefits, that people feel more confident in communication. And those skills really have been going down with the introduction of technology, and now with the pandemic, kids are more online. So yes, focusing on mental health, emotional skills, social skills, really as a priority in the first few months, if not the entire school year, because we know that in the end, those are the life skills that actually lead to success. The world has changed. We don't need to know the right answer anymore. We need to know how to ask the right question. There's a new level of intelligence. It's called CQ, and it's made up of creativity and critical thinking and collaboration. And that all comes from non-academic learning in many ways. So I think this is the year to really push that forward. We were already seeing that disruption in the school system, in the future-ready classroom. So now is going to be the time for sure to do it. These are the skills of adaptability, resilience that we need now.
I always learn so much from you, Shimi. All right, we know there is a lot of uncertainty this year. You mentioned that at the beginning of this chat. And, we don't have any cases right now in schools in BC, but we've seen evidence across the country where there has been some COVID-19 confirmed cases in schools. So that obviously triggers a lot of fear and anxiety. I have anxiety about that since my partner is a teacher. So how do we cope with that fear and anxiety going into this week?
Right. Yes. I have 3 kids, and they're all going to 3 different schools with different protocols on how to do this. And really, I think we need to hope for the best, plan for it. Don't take for granted those very simple things. Practice wearing a mask, practice your hand sanitizing, practice. That's what's going to keep your children safe as possible. And then, though, you have to be prepared for problems if they come up, if the school has to close, if there's a case, if your child is sick. So really, this is a time where we have to be comfortable with uncertainty. For people who are perfectionistic or controlling or need a plan for everything, this is going to be really hard for you. So talk to friends and families, really work on saying, you know what, I'm going to change my mindset. I'm used to be someone that needs to know everything, but this is a time that I have to get comfortable with the unknown. The way to do that is take care of yourself, your self-care, be intentional with that goal, and be prepared as much as you can, but also be open to what can happen, be adaptable.
Great tips as always as we work out out the kinks these next few weeks as the kids head back to school. Shimi, thanks again for joining us. Always great to have you.
Thank you.
That is Dr. Shimi Kang, child psychiatrist. She's a good friend of BT. We will post this interview online. We're going to take a break now.